Dr. Hotez, I'm going to start with you because you've been going into the belly of the disinformation beast. And I know from scientists and doctors, public health officials, the one variable that no one saw coming was how poisoned and misinformed a large block of our population would be. Does it worry you that that is ongoing?
Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I knew it was coming because it really came out of Texas, unfortunately. So this really accelerated in 2015. What happened was the anti-vaccine movement, which had been based on claiming vaccines cause autism, and that never went entirely away. And I spent a lot of time debunking this, took this very odd pivot to political extremism on the far right, to the Tea Party, and really amplified in Texas, beginning around 2015, around the time that the president announced his campaign. Whether or not it was because of it or in spite of it, hard to know. But it latched onto the Tea Party under this banner of health freedom, medical freedom, and we started to see large numbers of kids in Texas denied access to their vaccinations. Parents saying, you can't tell us what to do with our kids. And this spawned the version 2.0 of the anti-vaccine movement, very much linked to the Republican Party, and then expanded across the United States. And then in 2020, what it did was it went from an anti-vaccine movement to the full-on anti-science movement when it campaigned against masks and social distancing. And that's why you saw COVID-19 accelerate in the southern states in the summer and then in the Midwest in the fall. So this is what we're dealing with now, a full-on anti-science movement, which has become front and center of the Republican Party, despite my best efforts to try to contain it. This is what we're dealing with.
Tim, you spend more time sort of in the right-wing information. I don't even know what to call it. It's not an ecosystem because there's no oxygen and there's no light. But I wonder what you think the point is. And I want to just put up the margins by which Trump won in 2016. 10,000 voters in Michigan, 22,000 in Wisconsin, 44,000 in Pennsylvania. This time, the closest margins by which he lost, Arizona, about 10,000, Georgia, about 12,000, Wisconsin, 20,000. My point is, they should be very interested in keeping all their voters alive.
Yeah, look, Nicole, I think that Tucker is less concerned about that, to be honest, and it makes me upset, right? I mean, because it isn't just his viewers that get harmed by this, right? It's the people in their community. You know, the sooner that we get more people vaccinated, the quicker we'll be able to get out of this and get back to normal, which is what everybody on Fox is pretending like they want in the first place, right? It's like you have to, you know, the meme we have to choose between the red buttons. It's like choose between I want the economy opened and the vaccine. And I want the vaccine, right? Like those two things go together. And so this anti-vaxxer nonsense that Tucker is peddling is because a lot of the viewers believe it. And that's what just makes me so upset, right? Because it's like, what is Tucker getting out of this? You know, like what, and a little bit extra nice ratings one week? You know, a few more viewers than he had last week. I mean, it is not as if he's not getting the vaccine. He hasn't said this. It is just this sense of aggrievement that a rich multimillionaire who has this massive platform is for some reason so aggrieved against all of the other elites that he has to be the contrarian and put his own viewers' lives at risk. I mean, it's the mark of a bad person, and it's really enraging. And you are seeing the real ramifications of this if you look at it. And I know that, you know, the doctor will have more expertise on this, but if you look at where you know, you're starting to see vaccine availability. You know, here in California, in the red counties is where you're starting to see vaccine availability because the people who are, you know, allowed to go get it right now based on the rules set by the state, some of them aren't doing it.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.